Hey guys, it's Keg. Just wanted to give a quick intro. I've been playing a lot of NARAKA BLADEPOINT recently.
Quick question.
A family member of mine gifted to me thinking I would be really good, if not really into the game. Turns out I was really into it. Unfortunately, I ended up being really bad at the start due to its unique nature. But that's fine. We found a good friend to help us on our journey. His name's Blend. Really great player. I'm pretty sure he's top 200 SCA, if not top 200 AS. I'm not sure which one. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel and whatever socials he has in the description. Just want to also tell you guys, this is going to be a very long video. It's very hard to edit it out, and there's a lot of stuff going on, so there'll be timestamps, as you probably already see, for all of the subjects. If the timestamps aren't up now, they will be soon, and hopefully this is helpful to you guys. And it's a long video, so make sure you drink water, take breaks, get up, stretch in between. If you can take it in all one sitting because you're a fucking gaming warlord, do that. Otherwise, you guys have a nice day. Hope you learned something from this. And don't forget to click closed captions for subtitles if Blend is a little bit too quiet for this video. Have a nice one. Also, if this video ends up in a lower resolution, I apologize. This was directly exported from stream in like 966 resolution, so next video would be a lot more clear. I think YouTube may have issues with processing the video at a weird in-between resolution, and it doesn't just downscale it to 720. If that is the case, I apologize. If you see this early, maybe I'll take it down, maybe I'll keep it depending on how bad it looks, but hopefully it is still helpful.
The awakening is here.
Told you. This is my
kind of
You're just sinking.
Well, I played Tekken, Street Fighter, and Overwatch, and Apex Legends.
okay.
All of them I played
Another
competitively.
opportunity.
If you played Tekken and Street Fighter competitively, this should be
It's a little familiar, but
learnable for you.
yeah, I think it's learnable. It's just getting into it seems a little weird because it's not like it's not traditional fighting game. There's a lot of like weird in-betweens in terms of learning. No, I can't do that. Yeah, I think I'm stun locked here. That's unlucky.
Back to your filthy soil, landlubber.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah,
Don't worry.
you're gonna
This is-
keep
this
beating
guy-
me.
Yeah, this.
I shall not waste this life.
I'll teach you one more time, and then I'll start talking about gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Aim for the queen. Better not
So
miss.
you notice how with the spear, and I think when fighting against me, it's usually the problem you have when fighting against most people as well, is that I don't really use.
I shall not waste this life.
Against you that much at all. I just hit you with light attacks, and you just get into that hit stun, and you just die. You know?
Yeah.
The thing with that is that when you do a blue focus, you get hyper armor to normal attacks.
Yeah, just like Tekken.
Light attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, doing a blue focus doesn't lock you into a blue focus. You can get that hyper armor for free, and you don't even have to throw out the blue to have the risk of.
Oh, wait,
damage.
how did
It's like
you do
having your
that?
cake and eating it. Just crouch.
Oh, just crouch.
Dash, jump. Any action cancels blue focus.
Got you.
And
Okay.
if you release the blue focus early, you just do a light attack.
Got you.
So
Okay.
you
Okay.
can hyper armor through. If someone's coming at you with a light attack, you can hyper armor through their light attack and then release your own light attack and then go at it, like go into your own combo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you still have every option you would have had in neutral when you're doing blue focus.
Okay.
You can cancel it into a parry. You know, jump cancel, crouch cancel. You can cancel all of those into a parry, or you can dash out of it, crouch out of it. You know, you can cancel the blue focus into a light attack launcher that you can combo. Okay, hold on, please. What's up? Yeah, so you should try to always be in blue focus. You should try to always be in blue focus when you're within range of your enemy, because these things, you cannot reaction blue focus or reaction dodge a light attack because they are way too fast. So whenever you're in range, just try to be in blue focus, and try to have your down, which is the time you have to cancel out of your blue focus, be when you are out of range. Does that make sense?
Repeat the last part about downtime.
You have to cancel out of your blue focus because you can only hold it for a limited amount of time.
Got you.
So try to have that time be when you are out of range or when you are sure that your opponent cannot light attack you.
Got you.
Now we're gonna go back to NA for you to practice this, because the thing about blue focus and the thing about dodging and all that is that it's dependent on your ping to the. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's dependent on your ping to the server. So your
As
blue
strong
focus
as my heart.
has a 177 ms delay right now. So let's go back to NA for you to practice this.
Got you.
Just return to login screen. You don't gotta quit out the whole way. Same thing, custom match, big mustache.
A quick question.
Yeah.
Do you happen to stream or have any social media?
Nope.
Because I thought it'd be helpful if I took what you're teaching me and record it and just like upload it for other people to learn that are also beginners. Because I watched a lot of tutorials, but none of them are very clear on what I should be learning. And it's not like, yeah. And it's like, as a person who's very competitive, and I've played fighting games as well, they didn't explain too clearly the neutral and how I should be interacting with neutral and the rock, paper, scissors of the game.
Yeah. I'm thinking about, like, I have a very short montage up on YouTube. I'm thinking about making a guide, but given that it takes me like 3 hours to teach someone brand new how to play, it's gonna be a lot of effort. So I haven't gotten around to that yet.
I plan on, like, when I start improving to, well, first I'm going to record my journey from being really bad to being good, but also give advice on the way from what I've learned, so people, when they first start, they don't feel as bad, or they're not too lost when they first start.
I mean, if you want to, like, record this and edit it and upload it, just sure, if you're willing to do that work. Because it's been like 2 months and I haven't done it myself. I don't mind. Just give me credit somewhere.
Of course!
And
that's why I was asking for your social media, so I could put you somewhere.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll link you my my YouTube then like after this. So yeah. Just hold on. Just as a, how much ping do you have now?
73
Okay.
to 68.
So don't do anything. Don't do anything. I'm gonna hit you with a basic combo. Yeah. Just don't do anything.
Okay.
Just stand there and eat it.
What? They're attacking me.
Yeah.
Is that a
After
combo?
the second hit. No, because of ping I kind of messed it up, and it's a bit difficult to explain how ping interacts with combos.
As
But
strong as my
that's-
heart.
The combo was not the point. After the second hit of that entire thing, if you're operating on like normal ping, you would be able to do something. Like right there, after that second hit, you would be able to dodge or charge a blue focus or whatever. So now I'm gonna do the same thing to you again, but you charge a blue focus as
Okay.
soon as possible. Alright. Yeah, like that.
Got
Now-
you.
Instead of waiting for me to start hitting you and landing some hits, just charge a blue focus when I'm
Nice
coming
and sturdy
towards you
now.
and trying to hit you.
Okay.
The awakening is here.
That's how you counter light attack spam.
Okay.
You will get to a point where it's risky to full charge because you can do a one hit cancel into a parry, which comes out pretty quick. Which is why instead of doing a full charge at
Wait, how did you do that?
high, okay. I'll get to that in a bit.
Okay,
Which is
my bad,
why
my
it's generally a safer and actually more damaging way to do a half charge, basically hyper armor through the hit with your blue and then land your own light attack like that.
Got
Like
you.
what you've just seen. Because with the majority of weapons, a proper light attack true combo ends up doing more damage than if you landed a focus attack. And it also is just a guaranteed counter instead of potentially being parried by this. Okay. So, I did that, and you notice that... Okay, here's the thing about mechanical executions, yeah, that is very weird about this game. When you do your basic attacks...
As
you
strong
can't
as
just
my
press
heart.
the parry in the middle of your basic attacks and parry. Try to do one hit and then a... Whoops. Try to do one hit and then a parry. Try it.
What? That's weird.
One
What?
hit and then a parry.
I actually can't get my parry. What?
Yeah, you can't. That's because I had an execution I didn't tell you. If you look closely, I actually needed to do a one hit and then a crouch cancel into a parry.
Oh,
Because if you hit your parry
okay.
button while you are in your own combo, it'll just do the next hit of your combo. You need to reset your combo first and then you can parry it. So it's either a crouch parry or a jump parry.
Got you. Huh.
Yes, like that. But it can do it long faster.
Feels a little bit hard to do.
Yep, I got it there.
Ugh. Oh, the jump one. Okay, so basically, after you do your first attack, you're in the buffer for the second button, so the game actually thinks you're trying to press another button again, rather than trying to parry.
Yes.
Got you.
There are... Okay, so it works differently for different attacks. For example, okay. If you did, for example, a crouching left click and you try to parry, it'll just do the next hit of your combo. Like this, you know? If you did. If you did a crouching left click, you're gonna have to crouch again to parry.
Got you.
But for some attacks, like for example an uppercut, you don't have to crouch again. Like uppercut crouching right click, you don't have to crouch again to parry. You could just parry like that. And how you can tell like which of these attacks that you need to crouch or which of these attacks you don't need to crouch is the attack that comes out after you do the attack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like with a crouching left click, if you click again, it does this. Oh, whoops! With a crouching left click, if you click again, it does the second hit.
Yep.
So that's how you know you need to reset the combo.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the rest you just figure out yourself. You know, for every hit.
And with the
Right?
uppercut, there's
Yeah,
no
that's-
follow-up, so you can just parry regardless.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the jumping left click as well. All right. Speaking of jumping parries, what button do you have your crouch bound to right now?
C.
C. Okay. Speaking of jumping parries, it's usually a good. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me show you something interesting. Yeah, just stand right there. Don't move.
Mm.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah, you did a dodge parry? I think?
No, I didn't. I just did a jump parry. Now just look at me at that distance and then hold W and do a jump parry at me.
Hold W.
No, like not before you. Hold on, I'll gauge the distance, yeah? Like right here. Jump
Just-
parry.
Oh.
You did it.
I move
all jump
forward
actions-
automatically.
Yes, all jump actions, even things that are not parries, for example, jumping attacks, have a sort of lunge towards your opponent. And
Got
on
you.
jump parries, that's especially relevant because you can use it to sort of as a spacing tool, basically. Even
Mhm.
if your opponent's attack isn't in range, you can still use this to parry it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the advantage of jump parry, and the advantage of jumping attacks in general. That's why. Okay, that's the advantage of like jumping attacks in general, and the reason why, for the most part, we usually use jump parries. Also, because space is just a little bit easier to hit.
Mhm.
But the disadvantage is that if you are jumping and you get hit, you get sent into this falling animation, and it will guarantee an extra hit.
Mhm.
It's a more vulnerable like yeah, and with attacks as well. Even if you do a jump and the other guy clashes it, you'll still do a falling animation,
Mhm.
even if you've just clashed, which means you lose neutral off of the clash, which is terrible.
You always lose. Wait, who loses the clash? The person who initiates or the second person?
Oh no. If you're jumping and you
Yeah.
clash, the person who is on the ground would be fine, but the person who clashed while they were in the air will go into a falling animation.
Ah, okay.
And that falling animation will cause them to lose neutral. So that's why, although jumping and attacks have this great advantage, it is also that's the disadvantage of jumping stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
that's also why this sort of lunge is what we usually use for roll catches. If you heal up real quick, if you've got heals.
Oh, I feel decades younger.
I don't have any shields, but I do still have a little bit of health.
That's fine. If you try to dodge, you know, if I know for a fact that you're gonna try to dodge, I'll hit you once, twice, and then roll at you with this.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm not that certain, then I'll hit you once, twice, and roll catch you with this instead. It covers less distance, but it is also less risky because it is not a jumping action.
I'm lost as to what the difference between those two were.
Actually, yeah, no, that's sorry, that's not important right now. It's a more, I'm explaining this out of order, whatever. It's not important right now. You don't have to worry too much about it.
It's nice to feel so healthy.
We'll just we'll continue playing and we'll see how you do. Alright.
Alright, can you kill me though?
Yeah, sure.
Told you. This is my world. You're just sinking in it.
Another chance, another opportunity.
Oh, right. I completely forgot. Sorry. One more thing I gotta explain. You're familiar with fighting games, right?
Very much so.
I'm not familiar with fighting games. So unfortunately, I don't know how parries work in fighting games. But in this, although you're dodging and your focus hyper armor is about your connection to the server, your parries is very much about your connection to the other guy. Because technically, how a parry works is that you basically summon a hitbox in front of your face. And this hitbox has to show up on the other guy's screen. And the other guy has to hit that hitbox with his blue attack, and then it parries him.
Okay. That's
So
a little
the
bit
time
funky.
the time it takes for this hitbox that you summon in front of your face to travel to the other guy will affect your parry timings.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, right now, you more or less have perfect ping, but I have 200 ping. And so, there will be a 0.2 seconds. You will have to parry 0.2 seconds earlier. So just like, don't take this as the correct timing, but just practice some parrying with like what I described in mind. I'm gonna hit you with this attack, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Very telegraphed. Just try to parry that. Ready?
Got you.
Right there, you got the correct timing if the other guy was playing at a good ping. But I was not playing at a good ping. So you gotta delay that by 0.2 seconds.
I have to delay it more?
Yes. No,
Oh
I mean
my-
like earlier.
Oh no,
earlier.
earlier. Yeah, no, I delayed it, or rather, I did the opposite, thinking that I did it earlier than I did. How do I reword this? I thought I did it early enough, trying to conceptualize 0.2 seconds, but I guess it wasn't early at all. Unfortunate.
No, that's the usual problem new players have. They always parry too late, rarely too early. So right there, what you thought was even earlier than usual is actually just the correct usual timing.
Mm-hmm.
Because, okay, think of it like putting your hand out for the other guy to high-five it. You know, you're not parrying an attack, because that implies that the parry comes out after the attack. The parry has to come out before the attack, and the other guy has to hit your parry hitbox with their attack, you know?
So it's not much of a parry, it's more of a counter.
I'm not familiar with fighting game terminology.
Okay.
But I don't know, just whatever you hear me describe it as.
Got you.
So yeah, think of it as summoning like a small hitbox in front of your face that will parry the other, that will counter the other guy if they hit it. That's what I found to be the best way to explain it, so that it's intuitive. And yeah, that's why there are only very specific weapons and attacks that can be reaction parried. Because for the most part, you have to perform a read if you want to land a parry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where should I? Ah, I see. Never mind.
Let's move.
Alright, same thing. Just come on over to the middle here, so it's less of like uneven terrain. Alright, let's go.
This is no
Oh,
time
I
for peace
could
and
see
prayer.
it too. That looked really strange, actually.
Yeah, that's the 0.2 seconds delay. And in your okay, so here's a. It looked really strange on your end, but it looks perfect on mine. Like absolutely nothing wrong on mine, and you can see it again when I parry you. So just charge the katana to 1, like the first charge. Release it ASAP.
Got you.
Now parry it. It looks really strange on my end, but it looks completely fine on yours.
Exactly, yeah. Very smooth, actually.
Right? That's how you know that it is a parry that needs to travel all the way to the other guy. Because the guy who's being parried will see it look fine, but the guy doing the parrying might not. Does that make sense?
100%.
Alright, cool. Yeah,
Also,
that's basically parries. Pick the katana back up.
just to go over something really quickly, just because we didn't really go over this in the video, but what is the rock, paper, scissors of the game? Like I asked in the Discord, because I was confused as to what beats blue. Yeah.
Honestly, rock, paper, scissors is a terrible way to put it. Because as I've showed you just now, you can basically defy the whole thing by having your cake and eating it. Being able to counter light attacks with your blue, but not having the risk of being parried. You know? It's a terrible way to describe the whole thing, the rock, paper, scissors analogy. Basically, when it comes down to it, how do I know I don't have a good analogy for it. You gotta play a bit and figure it out for yourself. All right, let's play some games and I'll see if something comes to mind. I don't really have a structure. All right, let's go.
What? They're attacking me.
That's nicely done.
Aim for the queen.
Oh yeah, I
Better
have
not
to.
miss.
Unlucky. I forgot to crouch cancel. Feels bad, man.
I shall not waste this life.
Ah,
To your filthy
does
soil,
your
landlubber.
blue make my blue trip?
Yes.
Okay.
My blue will interrupt your blue.
Got you.
Another chance, another opportunity.
Is it only with the spear or is that with all weapons?
With all weapons.
Okay, okay.
Blues only have hyper armor to normals.
Ah, no, I forgot to cancel. Unlucky.
Being attacked.
Oh, whoa.
Back to your filthy soil, landlubber.
Here's an interesting thing about fists. You can defend yourself with it better than you think. Because the thing about fists is,
Another
it
chance,
cannot be
another
parried.
opportunity.
It has the fastest charging time of all melee weapons. And when you're done charging it, it is a two-hit attack that cannot be clashed away. Meaning if you clash with someone, it will clash away their blue on the first hit, and then it'll land the second hit. Like, look at the animation real quick. If you clash with someone, you get what I mean. Yeah. Try the fist. Like in your own time, it'll give you a lot more confidence when it comes to just like dropping in and finding no weapons.
Gotcha.
All right, let's go.
I cannot.
Oh,
This
I
is my
The
world.
fist is
You're
did not mean to do
cannot
that.
parry. Yeah, the
I-
fists cannot parry.
Oh, they cannot. I tried parrying. That's unfortunate.
Thank goodness for second chances.
Oh wait, hold up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. My apologies. I had the wrong weapon out. Alright.
Alright.
This is no time for peace and prayer.
Oh yeah. I have to do it earlier.
Back to your filthy soil, landlubber.
I thought we clashed. That's.
Yeah, clashing does some damage.
Oh, okay.
Chip damage.
Another chance, another opportunity.
I can't parry normals. I think I remember that.
I cannot.
Crouch cancel that.
Back to your filthy soil, landlubber.
And if you cancel it early, the blue attack becomes a white. It only can be parried if you complete the first charge.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Goodness for second chances.
So, you know, I can run up to you. He's done it on accident and baited a parry from me. But yeah, I can run up to hold on, look at me real quick. I can run up to you and go, oh, you know, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh no, here we go.
Back to your filthy soil,
What was
landlubber.
that interaction? It's like I went through you.
That was a weird interaction.
I shall not waste this life.
But yeah, you're playing a lot better right now.
I'm happy to
You
hear.
just gotta, unfortunately, I mean, we'll play more, and you practice your parry timings more, but just remember that when it comes to field games, you're gonna have to, like, change your parry timings. But the good thing about that is that you have, like, it's consistent the way that you have to change it. You know what I mean? It's always just gonna be a 0.2 seconds. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go.
What? They're attacking me. Ah! Ah! I cannot.
Back to your filthy soil,
Oh, what
landlubber.
just
Oh.
The more this continues, the more
I shall not
confused I
waste this
get.
life.
Because I'm assuming you're taking it more seriously the more we keep fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting more and more confused. It makes sense what's happening, but not exactly. I can't tell what's an actual interaction versus, like, what may be a ping interaction. Like, one time, like, I went through you, but I'm not sure if that's because the hitboxes are designed funny or it's just the ping difference. And the ping makes, like, interactions act funny.
Play or whatever, just send the clip to me and we can, like, talk about it, play by play and all that.
Mm-hmm. Can't do that. That's unfortunate.
Care to join me in this fight?
Back to your filthy soil, landlubber.
Another chance, another opportunity.
Also, I just want to say, the katana is a great choice, by the way. Because there's a lot of... I think it's the best weapon to learn the game on.
Is there a reason for that, or?
Whoa.
Oh?
Queen.
Oh no.
Miss.
The reason for that, I'd say, is because when it comes to, like, really messy
I shall not
fights,
waste this life.
there's a lot of things that you can crush on with different weapons. You know, the spears, spammy long range, the Dragon Slayer, you know, and hold up, give me a bit of distance. Like the big ass ceiling fans that you can throw with the longsword, you know. And dagger and greatsword especially are terrible weapons to learn the game on because they're sort of like exceptions to the norm. They don't operate like normal weapons.
Got
The
you.
katana is just like the most well-rounded, and it has no gimmicks or whatever for you to crutch on. All right, let's go. Yeah, that's good. I'm not sure if you did that intentionally, but that. Oh,
Darn.
yeah. That there you did a parry bait, and then you landed a normal
It
attack.
reminds me of focus attack dash canceling in Street Fighter, where there's something similar, where a move called a focus attack, it basically gives you hyper armor, and you can dash out of it to bait people to walk away or backdash out of the range. But instead, the backdash would be the parry, and you'd hit them for trying to backdash. My brain made like the correlation there. So it's starting to make a little bit more sense. It's starting to feel like a combination of a lot of games. Because there's like horizontals and verticals, which is like an idea that comes from Tekken and Soul Calibur. Mostly feels like Soul Calibur type. And then blue, like hyper focus with the blue feels
I
similar
can
to
contain
focus
the
attacks
evil
in
of this
Street
mask.
Fighter, where you would use it
We
to
must
bait
win it.
reactions out of people.
Where are you in NA, by the way?
I live in Boston, Massachusetts.
I have no idea where that is. Closer to the east or the west?
East. I am the deepest in the east.
Yeah, that explains it. Because like most people, most NA players that are like more westward, I can meet them in AS and get about 100 things for both me and them. But for you get 177, and that's where it starts being a little bit finicky. But that should be close to where the NA servers for NARAKA is, though. Yeah. Probably. I think it's somewhere. Yeah, I think the NA servers are in the east. All right, go to the crumbling platform. The thing in the middle. Oh, and like, given that you don't know these things, I'd assume that you haven't really played like Duels much at all. Yeah.
Duels?
Yep.
Not really, no. I played some with my uncle earlier, but I was basically brand new to the game. Now I'm still brand new, but I know a lot more now that you're telling me these things.
But like, brand new was in, you know, how many hours, how many days?
I got the game literally yesterday.
Oh, okay. Alright. So, okay then, yeah, I'd recommend whenever you die early in Battle Royale and really just want to get into another fight, try some duels. There are randos sitting in open lobbies all the time. Like the custom lobby that I made. There's randos just sitting here. And it's just, unlike Bloodbath, where it's just a big mess with people spamming longsword wave, you'll actually learn something here. And unlike BR, where you run around for like 15 minutes and fight for 5, you'll just keep fighting in duels. It's a great way to learn. Alright, so, no, like, underneath the crumbling platform. Like, at the ground floor. Yep, right here. Alright.
What? They're attacking me!
Oh shit. Holy fuck.
Told you. This is my world. You're just sinking in it.
I can't tell if spears that fast or you teleported. Oh no. That actually threw me off.
Thank goodness for
spear
second
one
chances.
is like the thing where I dash forward and poke poke you, it's supposed to be that fast.
Okay.
You generally shouldn't be seeing me teleport if you're on good ping. Are you seeing me teleport?
I can't tell if that was a teleporter. I would just assume it's the spear for now.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'll just do it again, and like I'll go from this end of the arena to the other end.
Got you.
Yeah.
Holy shit! No,
that's
it's
what
just
you
that
see?
fast. It's just really that fast. Okay.
Yep. All right.
The awakening is here.
Told you. This is my
Yeah,
world.
you did it pretty good
You're
there.
just sinking in it.
Yeah, you did it pretty good at the start there, with the parry baits. And,
I shall not waste this life.
like countering my light attacks with your blue focus.
Hmm.
See! Hey! I cannot.
Uh-oh.
Back to your
can't
filthy
parry that.
soil, landlubber.
Yeah.
Another chance, another opportunity.
It's still a little bit more parry practice. Alright, so hold on. Stand there real quick, yeah? I'm gonna do this attack. I'm gonna release it ASAP. Alright, yeah, thing about attacks and all that is that thing about focus attacks is that you can choose to release it at any time. I can release it at this timing, or I can release it all the way at this timing, and any time in between. So trying to parry someone, like trying to parry something like that, is generally not a good idea. Well, okay, everything that I say applies to people who know how to play the game. At like average lobbies, this might not be applicable because they'll just throw their focus attack.
Oh wait, you're
in the
above
lobby.
average?
Yeah,
How much so above average?
like top 500 leaderboards.
Oh, okay. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Pog.
So this applies to like optimal play, but it's difficult. It's really difficult to try to reaction parry something, because you can release it anytime.
Mm.
So I'll get to that stuff about reaction parries later. Just put a note in that. I mentioned that for a reason, but I'm gonna just release it ASAP for you, which is this timing, and you try to parry it. Okay?
Got you.
What? They're attacking me!
That was the correct timing if I was on normal ping.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell from over here. All right, let's try that again. Yeah, you gotta heal up.
A soothing balm for my wounds.
So essentially, if I were
As
to meet
strong as my
anybody
heart.
else, I would have to guess how good their ping is. Almost?
Yes,
That's
you
unfortunate.
have to. That's how it works, but it's really not that big of a deal because playing at 200 ping is far more of a disadvantage than it is an advantage, and it really only takes you, once you understand parry timings, it really only takes you like one
Ugh,
parry.
I feel
to realize
decades younger.
This guy probably has ping.
Mm-hmm.
Because your parry window is longer than 0.2 seconds. So it will...
Oh,
once you get it-
okay.
Yes. Yeah, again, you don't have to worry about parrying early because this probably lasts for longer than you think.
Mm-hmm. That's about
Like, the
half a
windows-
second. So even if I did parry 0.2 seconds earlier, for someone on normal ping, they would still get parried regardless.
Exactly. So just try to parry like super early. So early that you don't think you're gonna parry. Alright, ready?
Got you. That looks so
I'm being
fucking
attacked.
weird. Oh man, that's gonna take time to get used to.
Even earlier. Alright, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Even earlier.
Earlier than that?
Even earlier.
Got you. Now that looks normal.
Figure out the upper and lower bounds of like your parry window. So like actually super early. Like for real, try to miss your parry this time by parrying too early. All right?
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you figure
Really
out how long
early.
the window lasts. Yes.
Okay.
But now try to parry as late as possible. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
What? They're attacking me.
All right, again, even later this time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you've more or less figured out how long the parry window lasts.
Mm-hmm.
Here, have some heals.
Oh, I feel decades younger. As strong as my heart.
All
It's
right.
nice to feel so healthy.
I should probably go through like the really basic shit. You know the 1, 2,
3
and
pattern.
the third attack is always a blue.
Yeah, I do actually. And then one of the
okay,
weapons has an exception where it's the second instead of the third. I think it's the greatsword, the big one.
Oh yeah, the great sword. And the thing about the great, okay, the reason why the great sword and why I absolutely do not recommend learning on it is that it is very special. You can go white, blue, white, blue, white, or, and this depends entirely on your inputs, white. Wait, oh, whoops, I messed it up. You can do white, blue, blue, blue.
That's sort of messed up.
That it has tremendous potential for mix-ups, and with any one of those
As
blues,
strong as my
I could
heart.
have instead done a white. I could do white, blue, white, blue, white, blue, blue, white, and all that.
Is that an S tier weapon?
They're all bad. Okay, so the weapons that like
A
are
soothing balm for my
operate
wounds.
by normal wounds, the spear, the katana, the longsword, are all pretty balanced. The greatsword is not. I wouldn't even consider it like a normal weapon, and I wouldn't like you try to classify it in the same tier lists because it has a unique mechanic. Try to hold a greatsword charge. Like
Hold
try
it.
to just hold greatsword charge.
Let me see. Where is it?
What? They're attacking me.
What?
Well, I missed that parry, but you know what? Let's give that another shot. Kind of failed in my demonstration there. All right, try to hold a greatsword charge.
You have to
So,
parry twice.
With the greatsword, you notice you do this weird thing, where if you're holding a charge, and I hit you with a light attack, you go into this blocking animation, and then you instantly throw out a blue attack without having to charge it.
Mm-hmm.
That's called stone form. And the thing about stone form is, although it's great for like just stomping people who don't know what they're doing, you're gonna have to put a lot of thought into it to use it in okay, basically your focus attack with the greatsword no longer beats light attacks, because light attacks will just send you into stone form. That's the thing about greatswords. And you have to play around it and use a completely different play style. So I would not put it in the same like tier list at all with the rest of the weapons.
Because it functions differently entirely.
Yes.
Okay. Now, would you
Alright.
put the dagger and the greatsword in the same category, or are they both completely functionally different as well, to the point where you can't
And they're
even rank
different
them?
as well.
Okay.
Because the dagger has a unique mechanic. Look at this.
Ah, yeah,
I'm
the
being
golden
attacked.
dash.
The golden dash and the fact that I can throw a blue off of my golden dash without having to charge it and with minimal telegraph. And I can also, instead of doing the blue, cancel that into an uppercut.
And then that's a full combo.
That's a full combo.
Huh. Interesting character.
Yeah,
I am
think
awakened.
if I go into detail about like dagger and greatsword, I'd be explaining things a bit out of order. So let's practice parrying a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
We'll show the uninitiated how it's done.
Like once you're done practice parrying with me, just go into trading mode and like get a grip of the parry timing with the bot. So you know like what 0.2 seconds actually is. Come to Hall of Penitence.
Let's move.
Alright, like somewhere over here. I'm gonna do this at you, and you just try to parry it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What? They're
Yeah.
attacking me.
Again?
Oh!
Oh. Okay. Again?
Uh-oh.
Heal.
Oh, I feel decades younger. As strong as my heart.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
You're
took
you're doing it
damage.
too late again. Just try to do it even earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Even earlier. That's how most new players are. You
As
parry,
strong as my heart.
you always parry too late, never too early. And with everyone, regardless of how much I tell them earlier, they always parry too late. Alright, again?
Mm-hmm.
The awakening is here.
Earlier.
Got you.
Yes. So, the reason why you take damage and then parry me is, again, because of the way parries and ping and all that interact. With normal ping, you shouldn't be taking damage if you parry someone. The reason why it is a bit finicky here is because my hit registration is performed on my end. And then the damage is dealt 0.2 seconds after the hit registers. But on my end, I don't think I can explain it well either. But if you take damage, even while parrying, that's a clear sign that your opponent has ping.
Ready again for war.
Alright, we'll try different weapons, like a longsword wave. Alright, ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just give you a, this. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Again? Yes. It's more or less it. Oh right, just one important note. After you do a parry, if you want to do the golden attack, the riposte, or whatever it's called, you have to hit left click. If you hit right click, it won't do it. You gotta hit left click.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And then a grapples. Okay. Has this ever happened to you Oh. What do? Well, grapples count as a normal attack. So if you do a blue focus, it will give you hyper armor to grapples. Try it now. I'm gonna double jump in the air and then grapple you. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, like that. Of course, I could also parry it on the way in.
Oh,
So
this is where the mind games come in. Oh no.
Yes. I could go on with words to explain it, but this is just about, you know, you playing.
I already
playing
understand it.
yourself.
It's
Yeah,
my
alright.
brain can see the branches. This is gross.
All right. We'll just play more until something comes to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh,
Oh.
you did heal up.
Oh yeah, I have no more shields. That's why.
Oh, okay. Here.
Well protected. How reassuring. It's nice to feel so healthy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. One thing I forgot to mention. Actually, no. Many things that I forgot to mention. There are two types of dodges. Just look at me real quick and notice the distance that I cover with these, yeah? This is dodge 1.
Okay.
This is dodge 2. See the difference?
Yeah, I do. It's about 2 character
Dodge
spaces
1.
longer.
Dodge 1 is holding shift. The thing about dodge 1 is it gives you a very short dodge and then you can sprint. That's holding shift. Dodge 2. Oh right, you have auto run turned on. You have to turn that off, by the way, in your settings, game, auto run. Turn it off.
It's off.
Okay, cool. So you hold the shift to go into sprint, or you can tap shift to dodge, but you can't go into sprint. So you
Got
have
you.
2 options, and both cost you stamina. There are 2 different types of dodges, so that's something that you have to take note of. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, whether or not you can dodge out of some attacks will depend on the type of dodge that you use. You know, if you hold shift and dodge out of something, I could roll catch you with 1, 2, 3. But if you tap dodge, then you'll be out of range, and I can't get you. So you gotta be a bit mindful of what sort of dodge that you use. And the reason I brought this up is because, remember what I said about varying parry timing and putting a pin in that, I'm gonna get back to that later. Is because, I'm gonna do this katana charge at you, and you try to parry it, yeah?
What?
Look at that.
They're attacking me.
I varied the timing. Now you couldn't parry it. Thing about this is that when you are not sure, but you are still for whatever reason ballsy enough to try to go for the parry, you can give yourself a better window by doing a cap dodge into a parry. Because if they release it, think about it this way, yeah? This is completely hypothetical because I don't know the actual numbers, but say for example, this is 0.5 seconds. Okay, say for example, oh whoops, sorry, misclick. This 0.3 seconds, this cap dodge is also 0.3 seconds. Say for example, that's not the actual timing. So instead of having a 0.3 second window where you would parry, you would have a 0.3 second window of iframes plus 0.3 seconds window of parrying. And you can do it basically back to back, so there is no delay in between. Something like that. So I'm gonna vary the timing on you, and you see if you can dodge parry it, alright? Yeah, more or less. And if I did it, okay, again, try dodge parry again. If I released it early,
Oops.
it would have just got you in the iframe duration and you would have just dodged it. So you sort of, yeah, you have a longer window to work with a dodge parry.
Makes a lot of sense.
All right. So we'll keep playing. Let's go.
Oh, I need you to kill me, by the way.
Oh, okay. All right.
Aim for the queen. Better not miss.
Another chance, another opportunity.
Alright, so drop me one heal, one shield. Alright. Let's go.
Back to your filthy soil, landlubber.
Another chance, another opportunity.
Fighting game experience is showing because you're improving. Like you are getting these concepts very quick for someone who just got the game yesterday.
I am happy to hear.
Not. It was not to be this time.
We finally took one! Holy shit!
Nice and sturdy now.
Okay, now he's gonna beat the shit out of me for the rest of the day. Not like this.
A soothing balm for my wounds.
Oh, some random tangent about ping, yeah. You notice how you don't ever see top players complaining about high ping. Let's play one more, and then I'll continue like during the downtime.
Ah, I should have taken your advice from before.
Yeah.
No, you can't parry that.
Told you. This is
Notice
mine.
how you never
You're
see
just
people
thinking.
players complaining about high ping, and only like not great players talk shit about high ping.
I mean,
The
based
reason
off of
for
what...
that-
My bad.
Thank goodness for second chances.
No, like go ahead.
No, based off of what you told me and you taught me so far, there's no reason to explain about high ping. I complain. Because everything is
yeah.
based off of a rigid timing, like, area.
Exactly. Thing is, fun fact, most of the top players have played in the Chinese beta because there was an extended Chinese beta before the game released. And most of the top players now have played in that. And they've had to go play in China all the way from NA. So they understand what it's like to play on high ping.
Actually, I think I watched some of the Chinese beta yesterday while I was getting to the game. Some of those players were extremely good. I don't know his name. I think it was like Frosty or something.
Oh yeah, Frostivus.
Yeah, Frostivus, the dagger player. Really, really good player. Like, I actually... That's how I want to play the game, and maybe better, if that's even possible. Probably better over time, because the game's only been out for not too long, actually, when I think about it.
We'll show the uninitiated how it's done.
So thankfully, I still have a lot of time and space to learn, and I'm starting early as well. So I won't be too far behind. But watching them play was extremely impressive, actually. Especially some of the movements that they were utilizing. I wish I could do. But I just don't know how they do it sometimes. Because it's like... Basically, you can only dash 2 times. And then you're out of stamina. At least for me. Because I know there's like runes and stuff. Kilikina. My favorite hero so far would be I think its name is Tianhua. I really like him.
Yeah. His F is phenomenal for duels.
It was as close to a fighting game as I could get, so I just stuck to it. Otherwise, my other option would be Viper Ning.
Oh yeah, Viper Ning is a very aggressive character. And like she's also super fun to play. Because with the correct setup, none of her abilities are used defensively. It's all offensive.
I saw you in game earlier and had to see if you were streaming, and you are. Smiley face. I appreciate you stopping by. Did you like beat me up? Were you the person that just straight washed me? Like in 0.5 seconds or something? If so, I was extremely fucking confused. Like, so much so that I immediately searched for the NARAKA Discord because I felt like I got trashed so hard that I had to learn immediately.
What? They're attacking me.
I respect that. Oh no, I'm getting comboed! I'm sorry! Please! I could have parried that.
Told you.
I'm lucky.
This is my world. You're just sinking.
The fighting game player in me keeps thinking I can parry normal attacks, and it's gonna be something really weird to
Thank goodness for second
unwire
chances.
from my brain. Oh, I have to crouch cancel.
The awakening is here. It was not to be this time. Nice and sturdy now.
Also, were you streaming while you were playing against me, Kina?
I am awakened.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah, it happens when your V is like next to your C. Alright, let's continue.
It was not to be this time. Oh, I feel decades younger.
Gotta love katana. I actually love it a lot. I tried using dagger at first, and
Nice and sturdy now.
I ended up getting more confused than when I first started.
Yeah, that's dagger for you.
Ready again for war.
Back to your
I got
filthy
full combo.
soil land lover.
Holy shit. Wanted to keep playing, but I got too tired. I probably won't
Thank
stop.
goodness for second
And
chances.
the only time I will stop is probably because of sleep schedule restrictions, because I have a job, so I actually have to make sure I get there on time and don't mess up my sleep schedule. That'd be the only reason I'll end up sleeping. Otherwise, I'd probably stay up all day.
The awakening is
I
here.
carried a little bit too late, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Uh-oh.
Back to your filthy soil land lover.
Thank goodness for second chances.
So, quick question. How does ranked work when you play? Because my uncle was telling me that you shouldn't be trying to fight at all when you're playing. You should just be trying to get loot, and you only fight only when deeply necessary. If someone has something better than you, or they're at a disadvantage.
Well, it is a choice, you know. Yeah, that would be great.
I am awakened.
I keep pressing V instead of C. Okay, yeah, this looks like a combo.
Aim for the queen. Better not miss.
Oh yeah, no, it's entirely a choice. Thing is, the game is balanced well enough when it comes to
Thank goodness for second chances.
counting points for kills versus counting points for ranking. The amount of points that you get is dependent on the specific MMR of the person that you kill. So it doesn't just count, oh, you got 2 kills, so it's that many points from you. No, the MMR of those 2 people you kill will count towards the final score that you get for that game.
Got you. And the thing is,
Yeah,
you
so you-
can't really tell who has the best MMR, so you just might as well wait out the whole game. Is what it seems like.
Well, no, that's if you like really just want to rat your way to the top, you know? But at the end of the day, with how you're playing right now, I wouldn't worry about it until until you're top of gold in solos, maybe even in platinum. Well, no, not really in platinum. Until you're in gold in solos, you can just basically pick fights as you want, and you probably won't drop points. You'll probably just keep going up until like gold.
Got you.
The awakening is here.
Uh-oh.
It was not to be this time.
Monka.
Well protected. How reassuring. A soothing balm for
I
my
think that's
wounds.
why a lot of people that higher ranking in solos use the hero that can vanish.
Ugh,
Ah,
I feel decades younger.
Oh yeah, because they just rat for points. But at the end of the day, if you place high with no kills, you still won't get that many points. You know?
got
So
you.
it's basically feel free to go for as many kills as you like. Feel free to play as aggressively as you like.
There's no cap.
What does that mean?
There's no point cap. Like, there's no limit to how many points you can get.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, it's the opposite of Apex. Apex, the limit is 6 kills. That's it. And nothing else
okay.
counts anymore. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
All right, let's go.
I have to crouch cancel. Ah, yeah. I need to get used to that.
I will remember you. As strong as my heart.
Have you tried Yotohime yet? I don't like her. She doesn't feel right to me. I don't
It's
know.
nice to feel so healthy. Ready again for war.
I deserve that.
Back to your filthy soil, landlubber.
I forgot I got parried.
Thank goodness for second chances.
No, she's OP. That's who I could do it. Eh. She can be
The thing about
good.
Yotohime is that she's great for like stomping in low levels, but once people know how to deal with her ult, it just doesn't do much anymore.
Oh, I didn't dash out? Lucky.
Told you,
Pain.
this is my world. You're just
About
sinking.
combos, you know, very simple concept. You maximize any hit that you can get. That's
Thank goodness for second
but
chances.
combos, there's a lot of them, and it'll take me forever to go through them. So, you know, look.
Oh, I can watch up HK Boba. He made a
Yeah,
video
yeah.
on katana combos.
HK Boba isn't the best, to be honest.
He isn't,
I'll send
okay.
you some links for YouTubers with like the actual good combos.
Can you send me very competitive YouTubers as well to watch? Like actually good ones then?
Yeah, sure. I'll send you the ones that you know, whose content I look out for. Alright.
Back to your
I
filthy
should've-
soil, landlubber.
Done. Earlier. Or not the parry, the bell. Two different things.
Another chance, another opportunity.
No, that's.
Told you, this is my world. You're just sinking.
I'm reverting. No.
It's okay.
Thank goodness for second chances.
Okay.
Whoa.
Darn it.
Oh. Alright. I'll send you I'm gonna have to go. In like real quick, I'll send you links for the YouTubers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me add you on Discord, and you can send me the links to all of your socials.